Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. I killed that guy, but I didn't get a shine sprite. It's just a level. I guess I could try to talk about why I had a bad week. Yeah, so I wanted to mention, like, whenever I talk about having a bad day, I'm not doing it to... I really feel like I'm not doing it to get, like, your sympathy or be like, I need you to watch me and I need you to like me. I'm just trying to be... Is that gonna disappear? Oh no. Ow. Oh. Just trying to be honest, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. So yeah, the main thing I guess was just like, I had to wake up early for work this week, and that was... Okay, what's happening? Oh. Jump. So I was just tired all week. Also, I had to talk about something difficult with my therapist on Wednesday. It was like, my phone started ringing before, and I was like, I mentioned that I wanted to answer it, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want to. I don't think I'm gonna go to my therapist next week, because I haven't heard back from my insurance, and it's expensive. It's like $220 per week, and I've been there 10 weeks, and I haven't gotten any money back yet, so I tried to talk about it with him, and I didn't really have a super great conversation with him about it. He was being open about it and talking about it, like, which is all good, and like he's being empathetic and everything, but a lot of the problem is on me, obviously. Like, I'm not saying what I need to say. So I'm not gonna go next week. But when I was so we talked about it a lot when I was there on Wednesday. And I told him, like, if I don't hear back from the insurance, I don't want to come back until I know I'm going to get some money back. And he was like, okay, well, let's make a plan. I think the first thing you should do is check online, because I have a website, so check, like, the portal and see if you can see if it's pending or, like, when they're going to pay it. I was like, okay, I can do that. And then he's like, if they're not going to pay it, like, maybe you can ask your parents if they'll help you. And that's where I got kind of stuck. Because I guess today's going to be mostly a therapy day. I had some notes about it, but I wasn't planning on doing that today. He was saying... Okay, he said, did you ask your parents if they'll help you pay if the insurance can't pay? And I told him, I don't really want to ask them because I know they'll say yes, and I don't want to put that on them, like burden them financially with something that's like my choice. And he keeps saying, like, well, all you can do is ask and just say, and it's their decision, whatever they do, that's not on you. If they pay, if they don't pay, you can't control it, which is all, like, right. But this idea that I know if I ask, they'll pay, so, and I don't want them to, so shouldn't then I not ask? And then he started giving, well, I said I shouldn't have said this, but I was like, well, I mean, if I have to take a couple months off, I'm sure I'll be fine. Like, I made it here. I'm 26. You know, I didn't need therapy. I mean, I needed therapy before, but I made it here. So a couple months off isn't gonna kill me. And he started giving me like this pitch, like, well, what was he saying? Like, he started to say, well, like, why, how he's been helping me and why therapy is good for me. And I was like, yeah, but like just a month off until I hear back from the insurance. And it was kind of frustrating. So I was thinking a lot about this week, how to ask my parents about it. I think I thought of what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna text them and be like, I don't think I'm gonna go to therapy next week, or until I hear back from my insurance, or back from the insurance, if they'll pay. And then I'll say something like, my therapist said I should ask you if you'll pay, but I don't really want you to pay because I don't really need the therapy. It's just really helping me, so I could do without it for a couple months if I have to. I'll just text them something like that, because it would be hard to explain all that in a call, like right away, because I know just when I talk, I always let them talk, and then I never say what I should. Oh. I know if I call them, somehow they'll end up just paying. And I'll be like, I didn't want that. I guess if my parents had like a lot of money, I wouldn't care about asking them, but they don't really, so I feel bad, and I don't know why. I mean, I just didn't explain it well, but the therapist really didn't understand what I was trying to say. Everything he said was right, like, well, when you ask somebody something, you can't control what they say. It's on, if they want to pay, then they want to pay. It's on them. But he was getting stuck on this idea that I need the therapy. But I was like, I don't think I need it. Can I just jump in or no? Okay. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, it was a little bit awkward when he started, like... I guess I was being honest with him with, like, well, if the insurance doesn't pay at all, then I'll have to find somebody who is covered, and... or maybe just somebody who's cheaper. And he's like, I appreciate you being honest with me about that, but I'll tell you that, like, I have a lot of experience with anxiety, and I know a lot about it, and you might find somebody who's cheaper, but they don't have as much experience as me. I felt weird putting him in that position, like, trying to sell me on himself. Like, you don't have to do that, but... it's just awkward. But I've been thinking more like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, therapy is like a really personal thing, so if you're not feeling comfortable with somebody... I'm currently doing test runs. Oh. Well, I'm supposed to go over here. How do I do this? There we go. I guess I'll do my therapy stuff today to finish. When we started, he asked me a question that I wasn't prepared for. It was kind of funny. I guess every time I go into therapy, I'm like prepared. Like I write down notes like, okay, this is what I want to talk about, and so I went into this time and I was prepared to talk about the insurance, but he asked me a question like, Why did you think it would be difficult to bring up? Because I sent him an email before I came. Because I thought it would be hard to bring up during the session, or whatever you call it. And he was like, why did you think it would be difficult to bring up? How do I do this? Oh. And I didn't know. I spent like, it felt like 5 minutes, but it was probably just like 30 seconds, just like staring at the ground, like trying to think, well, why did I think it would be so hard? I didn't really come up with an answer. I guess the best answer I came up with was like, it's just easier. I just do stuff that's easier. Like, it would have been a little bit harder to bring up, and I just would have felt weird bringing up a topic like that, and it's just easier to say before I come in, just like, oh, I can't jump over him. Oh, I guess not. Oh. What was the question again? Why was it so hard to bring it up? It is really hard still to talk about myself, like, for some reason. I mean, I have a lot of practice doing it here, but for some reason when somebody else is involved, it's harder. When I'm in a social context like that, I just always defer to the other person, so I never really... I just have no practice, like, having somebody give me so much time to talk, because that's what he does. He'll ask me a question and then he just won't say anything for like minutes. He'll wait. I'm just not used to that. I'm just used to being like, oh, whatever, and then the other person talks. I've not been doing a great job this episode. Getting stars. Oops, I can't do that. I have to go all the way around. I'm almost done for the day. I guess that was it. I do feel weird in therapy, like, bringing up topics. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to really be doing. Oh, shoot, I can't get up. Like, should I be... Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Like, if I just have something random I want to talk about, am I supposed to just... He's been focusing a lot on work stuff, which I'm kind of glad that he is, because that's easier to talk about than, like, doing social stuff, like having friends or stuff like that is harder to talk about, and I don't know if I'm ready for that stuff. But, like, getting a new job seems easier in comparison. I'm not gonna make it. Okay. Sorry. This week's not gonna be great. And I actually wanted to record like 10 or 11 episodes today so I can start building them up for the break, Christmas break. I don't know if I'm gonna do that this week. Maybe I can record tomorrow. I'll be happier. Probably not. Okay. Yeah, I just feel bad that the past couple weeks I felt a little bit more energetic, and today's not as great. Sorry. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter. Stop feeling so bad about yourself. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.